In filmmaking, there's 5 W's you have to establish: the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. The truly great and well-written shows and films withhold one or multiple of these to hook you. This piques your curiosity, and with a driving desire to solve the mystery of the missing W, you just can't seem to stop watching. One of the best to ever do this is David Fincher's Mindhunter, particularly by withholding the why. Let's take a look at the interview scenes with Edmund Kemper. We learn that in the early 1970s, he viciously murdered 6 college co-eds, his mother, and her best friend in Santa Cruz County, California. We're given the who, the what, the when, and the where, but we're not sure as to why he did this. Enter Special Agents Holden Ford and Bill Tench. Their desire was to understand why he killed them and why he killed them in that way. What led to that outcome? What's unique about Mindhunter is the fact that the desire of our characters to understand why is the same desire of the audience. This allows us as a viewer to be a part of their journey. Their investigation into the why is our investigation as well. With these desires aligned, their discoveries become our discoveries and allow us to be an active participant in the show rather than just watching it. In every interview that they partake in, they want to understand the why just as we do. The reason I enjoy Netflix's Mindhunter so much is not just because of the stellar acting, immaculate set design, superb directing, or even the pinpoint rhythmic editing that lulls you into each tension-filled interview. Ultimately, it is the fact that the story, the idea behind its very existence, is center stage, and that is enamoring. We see into the lives of people who chose to examine serial killers, peering into a topic that was off limits, rejected by our society. Holden Ford boldly chose to go against this societal precedent to uncover the truth in which he found an untapped vein of knowledge to be mined. It was perceived as something no one would care about, but in the end, everybody cared. The FBI itself formed a new division, the Behavioral Science Unit, and many other organizations reached out to help fund this research as well. They were very curious of the same thing, but lacked the initiative to pursue it. Your preacher on Sunday morning, the postman, an old acquaintance you run into at the store, we all wonder why these killers we see on the news and these fringe events push to the edges of our society, scaring us into locking our doors and checking out the windows of our homes. Why did they do it? What drove them to it? It's that why that is the hook of the show, and from the very beginning it sinks in deep and never lets go. Our curiosity drives us to peer into this unexplored and unexplained world. Why did Ed Kemper kill those college co-eds and his mother? And why in the manner that he did? Why was Jerry Brudos infatuated with women's shoes? Take a look at Richard Speck. In a drunken stupor, he comes across a dormitory of nurses in Chicago, breaks in, kills 8 of them, and rapes 1. Why? We wonder if Son of Sam really heard voices that drove him to kill the way that he did. And why Charles Manson drove others to kill on his behalf. This very question is posed by Holden in Season 1. He asks if society helped to form these killers. Not that we should feel sorry for them, but are we fostering this in our society? It's a poignant question that makes one uncomfortable. You shift in your seat and you reject the implication. No way, not us. It's them. They have the problem. Sick in the head they are. They were born this way. However, you can't wait to see what happens next, because in the back of your mind you fear that he may just be onto something. It's the uncontrollable that we fear most, the aberrant behavior of another human that we can't understand, yet we desire to. This desire pushes us to solve it at any cost, and historically led us to profound accomplishments and discoveries. We landed on the moon, built automobiles and planes, dove to the depths of the ocean, and created vaccines for deadly viruses, all from a desire to understand that which we did not. Of all the mysteries of this world, the human mind is the greatest enigma of them all. Mindhunter is an intoxicating aroma of all of this. It pulls you under into a place you've always wanted to go, but been fearful to explore: the human mind. Now, while we may never truly understand what goes on inside the minds of one of these serial killers, leading them to kill in such a vicious and disturbing manner, we will never stop wondering why.